Hey everyone, I'm back. Um, the last two videos were quite negative. I was at my wit's end with everything that's going on. We're about a week after the last video, and it's been a constant battle all week. A battle which I didn't win every day, and lost many of the days, and it's just like usual. It freaks me out to see how I could be so much in control and then after that be so much out of control. So I guess calling myself a junk food addict isn't far from the truth because it just feels like literally falling off the wagon. And it's just, it's strange. And actually, I don't really like that title, to be honest, a junk food addict, because I don't eat that much junk food. That's my wife and I, we have, we eat fish a couple times a week. All the meals we make are full of vegetables and all sorts of good things to eat. We'll have the occasional burger and fries, of course, if we go to a restaurant, or have a rack of ribs and stuff like that. But generally, it's we're neither of us are red meat eaters except for burgers. So we're into poultry, fish, some pork. Always some vegetables, and we eat well. It's what I do outside of that causes me problems, and that happens when I fall off the wagon. And so for me, it's not that I'm always at McDonald's and eating junk food. It's that I purposely eat what's not healthy and in large amounts, or eat too much. Go have a meal before I come home to have dinner. Stuff like that. Or, go to the corner store and get a big bag of chips and some chocolate bars and stash them here in my studio and eat them, at the behest of everyone. Why? I don't know, but it seems to be part of the system. It should be a big red flag for me, because I know when I start hiding stuff, like hiding food or hiding the fact that I went out to get something to eat, or to make up an errand so I can pick up something on the way, and which is mostly sugar, lots of sugar. I have a very big sweet tooth, so it's chocolate, it's chips, it's stuff. So that portion of it, of course, is junk food, but sometimes it's just like having a second meal. So anyway. The point is that it's that lack of control. It's that, I was thinking that first video. I watched that first video again, and how confident I was that things are different this time, and they really felt like they were. And then I don't know. This week has just showed me that, even though I have put some things together in my head and stuff, how easily it can go the other way. My goodness. And in about 40 minutes, I got a meeting with my coach and Roberto. We're looking at a new training program, but we'll obviously talk a lot about what happened this week. And hopefully he'll help me find the way back to that guy that was in the zone that I keep talking about. Watching those videos of me before kind of helped. And took out my journal too to look at some of the stuff that I'd written down when I started, and that's why I wrote them down, was when I'm be in this fight, that to go back to it and to reread what started me being in the zone and stuff. Like, for example, I have like the 4 pillars of it's in French, so I have to translate as I go. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. So the 4 pillars of changing your habits, your life habits, Number 1, the foundations, which is getting enough sleep, drinking, and eating well, moving, which that definitely hasn't been a problem. The sleep's been good too. I'm someone that usually, burns the candle at both ends and doesn't get a lot of sleep sometimes. I'm so busy with all kinds of different things, but I've been good with that for a while now. And désencombré, Well, to make things simpler, I guess you could say. Number 2 is to account, to, well, measure, I guess. Number 3 is to plan. And number 4 is to just go back and check on the progress and stuff. Another formula that helped me was, they call it SMART. Something specific, measurable, attainable, what your reward is, and the time. So that's SMART, which I had I put towards 2 different things. One was my weight, and the other was the half Ironman. I think everyone knows that's what the plan was for a year and a half, to get down to that weight that I want to get down to, 230 pounds, which will at the same time, with all the training I'm doing, permit me to complete a half Ironman finally. The secrets to motivation. Let's see. Eternally difficult. Definitely saw that this week. Number 2, you got to develop your willpower. Well, with me, it's either there or not. So I don't know. To profit from the process. That's one thing I've improved a lot. Sometimes my eye is always on the goal, the end goal, and the end goal is so big that you get discouraged along the way, and that's what has you go give up on it. And now I've cut that down in a bunch of mini goals. 10 pounds at a time, a certain amount of distance for swimming, biking, running, and so those are my mini goals. So I attain those, and it's encouraging. But like I said in my last video, for some reason, my psyche is really weird in the way that when I do attain a goal and I'm all proud about it, that sense of pride kind of wakes up my demon, and something inside me wants to go the other way. It's like as if I'm not made to be happy or something. Some of that psycho bullshit. Well, it's not bullshit, of course, but anyway. Faites vos deuils. Oh, well, get with the idea that there's certain things you won't be able to do anymore, and forget the la moyenne, the average. You don't want average. You want better than average, and be a leader. And it's one thing I've often been, because I do exercise a lot, and I do even at my weight to participate in all kinds of events, like a 10-kilometer run, my triathlons, biking from Montreal to Quebec. That's 250 kilometers over 2 days. I've done it a few times. Well, it helps people around me, and even though I'm not the picture of health and the size that I'm at, the things that I do encourage them to do them as well. I actually built this little group of a couple of people that join the gym, and we check up on our progress once in a while, and that's very helpful. What else we got in here? Oh, practical tools, negative visualization, positive visualization, your why. Why are you doing all of this? 3 priorities. What are the 3 biggest priorities? Mini changes. Divide the objective, which is what a SMART objective is, all the stuff I've been talking about. Only success. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Only success. Yeah, that'd be really nice. Anyway. So it's all this stuff, all that motivational, I'll say crap, but it's not crap. It should help. Here we go. Manifest the change. What you do every day counts more than what you do once in a while. Well, that's good. Make it easy to do the right things and hard to do the wrong. Yeah, I've come across that kind of stuff a lot. And when I work with the Atomic Habits, same thing. Hey, it's like, if you want to stop doing something, avoid putting yourself in the position that reminds you of it. But I mean, just driving in the car reminds me of it. So I could drive to the corner store, to the restaurant to get something. But I don't know. How can you change that? Anyway, focus on action, not results. Like I said before, get the eyes off that end goal and just do. It will become hard before it becomes easy. Definitely. Which should be something that to encourage me, because, and actually it does. It does, because if you know going in it's going to be very hard, well then when it becomes hard, like it has become hard this week, at least it's not a surprise and it's normal, right? When you offer more to your body, you can get back more from it. Definitely true. I've worked out for a good month, like really strong, and more than that, off and on. But just in the way I breathe, I can see the difference right away. Same thing this week, falling off the wagon, and I put 10 pounds back on in the last week. And I know most of it is water, thank God, because it's that same 10 pounds that comes off right away when you start one of these programs. So I'll bring that back down very quickly as well. I should be back to where I was like by next week, or at the latest the week after. But then that's the discouraging thing. It's like you're 2 to 3 weeks later and you're at the same point. So it's like you've lost that time. But hey, that's life, so live up to it and keep going. Having this video probably helping me as well. It's easier to change I've said that already. We manage what we monitor, okay? When you are ready to start now. Start now, yeah. It's always tomorrow, isn't it? It's always, I'll start tomorrow. And then, every day this week, I think, you wake up in the morning and you start the day off right. I got my vegetable smoothie that I have every day, my protein shake, and then I'm ready but something happens later on in the day, have a little mishap, or eat a little something you wouldn't normally eat in that zone, and all of a sudden it's like it destroys the whole day. And then you eat a bunch of other stuff because it's not perfect, which is stupid. I got to put that in my head, but knowing it doesn't seem to change that, unfortunately. So you say, okay, well, tomorrow will be perfect, right? And then it isn't. So then it's the next day and the next day. And during all that time, instead of getting back on track, you're actually doing something a lot worse. So start now, not tomorrow. Like I said in my last video, if you can't do it today, what makes you think you can do it tomorrow? Very smart words. Excuses are the worst enemies of success and the best friend to failure. Well, yeah, that's self-explanatory. Oh, boy. And, my mini goals. I don't know if I've showed these before, but here are my mini goals. On the left side there you have the weight, so it's like 10-pound increments. And then on my right side is the different things I want to do. You see the smart there? This is different things I want to do for my half Ironman. There's a few things that are already crossed off. And for the weight, the 350, last week I weighed in at 347. So I said, well, there you go. So I got to knock off. And that should have been encouraging to head for the 340. I was on my way, and then I went to that restaurant and I ate what I shouldn't have eaten. Or I let that affect me in the way it does so often. It wasn't wrong eating what I ate. But anyway, so 340. Let's go. Let's do it. And then I had like my monthly thing, and where I want to be in 3 months, in 4 months, in 6 months, in 1 year. And then for my 55th birthday, which is in September 23, which now is about a year and 3 months away. So that's it. So trying to be positive. I got to get back into the game. And, let's get back into the game. So today's Friday. That's my day off to work from working out. I have 1 or 2 days off from working out. The other days I go and train, either go swimming or biking or do some spinning or do my gym workout. That's what I'll be doing with my coach in about half an hour, getting a new program for the gym. And I just happen to be on vacation too for the next week, so that'll make it extra difficult to get back into the zone, because there'll be so many more little trips. And when you're working, at least it's easier to keep on track because you're working most of the time, so you don't think about it. But now I'm on vacation for a week, and that's when, sometimes shit happens. So, and this is at exactly the point where I have to get back into the zone and be extra good, extra strict. So it'll be interesting. But what a nice video that would make if I get back into the zone as I enter into my week of vacation. That'd be quite the exploit. But do I want exploits? Because exploits tend to have me turn the other way. Very fucked up, honest to God. How does my head work? It's really strange. But you got to believe, and you got to keep working at it and find a way. So working this out in these videos helps. Sometimes it must sound so discouraging. But hey, if you're watching this and you're going through the same shit that I'm going, at least you'll know that you're not alone. And if that can help in some way, well, good. And if the next video might come on and I'm full positive and it did work and I found a way to get back in the zone, vacation or not, when I'll do that, well then, hey, that'll be very encouraging for whoever's watching this video too. So, anyway, well, thanks for listening again, and back to work.